What on earth?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of To Trust an Incubus. In the last episode, Raiden walked in on the end of, I believe, Vald and Arata having sex, and now he's pretty shocked about it. The shoe is on the other foot now. I actually just hate these two so much. They're so terrible. I hope they never find happiness. Oh, good, the professor's here. These two have impeccable timing.
Arata bonded with Vald? Why would he do such a thing? Why didn't he talk to me first?
I asked him to speak to you, but he knew you'd just talk him out of it.
Of course I would. I would never abide him sacrificing himself. I know it goes against his nature. Why did he do it, Kenta?
He said Vald needed to be unlocked, and he was the one Vald wanted.
But, my dear sweet Arata, this was so rash. It's not like him at all. What aren't you telling me, Kenta?
Don't fucking give me that inquisitive look. Oh, God, fine, I'll save. God damn. Let's see, this is something you and Arata should talk about. I'm not gonna betray Arata's confidence. I don't care about betraying Arata's confidence, but it seems either way I can't.
So you do know something. Spill it right now.
I'm not comfortable repeating everything Arata told me.
Your comfort is not my concern. What happened here is outrageous. I demand you give me answers.
It's what I told you in the first place. Arata's in love with you.
What?
Look at Kenta's angry eyebrows.
He was devastated when you bonded with Harsey. That's what made him behave so rashly. He'd lost you, so he was seeking something else to fulfill him. He couldn't have love, so he wanted to advance his scientific career instead.
Please tell me you're lying, Kenta.
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
But Arata isn't a homosexual. I wanted him to be. It was a fantasy. Something I couldn't force to be reality.
He was coming to terms with all that. That's why he didn't tell you yet.
Oh God, why didn't I? Why didn't we? Oh, my sweet Arata. We could have been so happy together.
God, both of you are saying that. You guys are so weird.
Let's talk, Vald.
Why are you saying your line like that, Arata?
They finished dressing. We need to listen to this, Professor.
I'll listen, but I won't look.
I mean, they're in clothes now, right? It's okay to look.
I can't bear to see my Arata with him.
Did I injure you?
That's not what I want to talk about.
Please indulge me for just a moment. I didn't wish to torment you, Arata. I made it clear to your linguist that we needed to bond to understand you. Months passed and I languished in this cell. I came here with a mission. I couldn't afford to be imprisoned forever.
Yeah, I know all about your mission.
Why are you taking that tone?
You came here to scout our world so you could conquer it.
I came here to connect our two cultures so we could learn from each other.
Liar! The professor bonded with Harsey and he told us everything.
Harsey is here?
Yes, Saji is too. I bet he would tell us the same thing. What do you have to say about that?
Very well. What Harsey said is true.
Gasp!
But you don't know everything.
I know your world is terrible. Your emperor is cruel. Saji ran here to escape your world, and Harsey wants to stay here.
I also wish to stay, Arata.
You heard correctly. Our world suffers under the tyranny of a vicious emperor. Even as his highest general, I was subject to cruel laws, such as being forbidden from bonding to the man I loved.
Here we go again.
Yes, I was scouting your world for my emperor, but also for myself. Devi and I came here hoping we could escape the wretchedness of our former lives. If your world was better than ours, we were going to disobey the emperor and stay here. If it was not, we would complete our mission and conquer you.
From what I've heard, our world is a lot better than yours.
Most likely this is true. The air of your world fosters peace inside my soul. It's unlike the violent energies found in my universe.
We have a job and a home for you at our institute. Stay and give up the mission.
I agree.
Good, because the portal is closed anyway.
It must remain so. My Emperor will invade the moment he realizes I've betrayed him.
Understood.
Now please, let me see Devi. We've been kept apart for far too long.
No!
Are we bonded? Or are you going to be with Devi?
Yeah, are you just gonna cheat on me now after we bonded?
We are bonded, Arata.
And Devi bonded with Kenta.
I cannot bond with him, but I still wish to see him. I wish to know that he'll stay here as well and has found happiness.
What? You can't go hang out with your ex? That's not cool. You're in a relationship now.
I'll arrange for that, but not now. We're still sorting everything out.
Very well.
I don't even know what being bonded to you means, other than it gives you our language.
To bond just for the purpose of absorbing a race's language and culture is despicable to my kind. I chose you to be my partner for the rest of my life, Arata. Tell me our bond shall be true.
But you just said you love someone else. I didn't know that before I bonded with you. It's horrible not to be with the person you love. There's someone else who I love too.
Who do you love, Arata?
Professor Raiden.
Why are you just so open about it? Like, how did you even keep this secret for so long if you're literally, you just told it to Kenta? Like, that bitch Chiyoko already knew. You're just saying it to Vald right now, even though you know, like, this is all being recorded and shit. Like, are you stupid? Literally, how did these two not realize that they were in love with each other? I don't buy it.
Oh god. Arata.
You're so fucking stupid, Raiden.
The professor is bonded with Harsey. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, but he doesn't love him either.
Love is not important to forming a bond. Only that both souls are aligned.
Are we aligned?
No. If we were, you would not have to ask this. You would feel it.
Just like I feel it with Devi.
Harsey told the professor he wasn't aligned with him either.
I know that they are not. Harsey is aligned with me, and since I'm not aligned with either you or the professor, neither is he.
Well, why don't you bond with Harsey and let me and the professor off the hook?
Yes, please.
Firstly, it is obscene to disregard a bond so frivolously. It is not in my nature to be so dishonorable.
Oh, four.
Secondly, Harsey despises me.
But you said your souls are aligned.
Yes, but the Emperor feared I might defy him. He needed me since I had controlled his troops and had their loyalty. He would test my allegiance by having me do something I detested, and that was punishing Harsey when he displeased him. In our world, losing to an opponent is a great dishonor. The Emperor had me subject Harsey to this humiliation again and again. No one could defeat me, not even Harsey, a great warrior who normally never lost a battle. I had been enhanced, and thus had an unfair advantage over him. Still, he tried to fight me, and failed, and I was commanded to batter him mercilessly. I wouldn't be commanded to stop until Harsey was near death. I tried to kill Harsey each time I fought him because I wished to end his suffering. His existence was pure misery because his skill brought him to the Emperor's side, yet the Emperor disliked him. It was misery for me also, to torture someone to whom I would rather have shown compassion. The Emperor used this horrible task to keep me in check just as much as Harsey. I tried to never befriend him because that would only make my wretched task harder. I'm sure Harsey thought I legitimately wished to trounce him. It makes my heart ache to think of how much pain I caused him.
Make amends then. Apologize. Tell him everything you just told me.
I dearly wish to, but I don't expect for him to absolve me of my guilt. I was too horrible to him to deserve forgiveness.
So what happens now?
Give me a chance, Arata.
We could really work together. I think we're really compatible.
Give our bond a chance. I would be good to you.
You're asking a lot. But fine, we'll try.
Oh, how wretched. Arata and I both ruined something that could have been so beautiful.
It wouldn't have been beautiful, Raiden, but okay.
Professor!
Damn, how did you get back here so fast?
You were watching?
Arata, Is it true? Do you love me?
I do, Professor. I didn't understand it at first. I couldn't tell it was love. But when those incubi started flirting with you, I got so jealous. It had to be love. I just didn't know if I could get physical. Now I know I can. I know I would have loved being with you. I want it.
Arata, I sadly feel the same.
Professor.
I started having feelings for you. Strong feelings. So strong I almost couldn't hold back from pursuing them. I knew it was wrong. I held back, hoping you might give me some indication my advances would be welcome. Then I accidentally took your hand when I was reaching for the beaker. You joked that you were asexual. It stung, so I asked if it were really true.
I remember that.
You said it was. I was so heartbroken, so devastated. But such a thing was my problem. I would never burden you with my unrequited feelings.
Why are we just standing here watching them? They're just off in their own little world having this stupid conversation, and Kent is just watching this with his hands in his pockets.
I had no idea, Professor.
Well, what does it matter now?
Professor.
Goodbye, Arata.
Oh no. Oh no, they don't get to be together. Oh dear. Oh boy. Wow. Whatever.
Kenta, come here a moment, will you? I've been obsessing over this situation between Arata and I. I wanted to disregard my personal feelings and do whatever I needed to help this situation. But now that I know Arata loves me, I'm in anguish. We could have been so happy together, he and I. We could have worked together and lived together. We could have even enjoyed mundane things like selecting pots.
What the fuck? Are they fucking telepathic with each other? Are they the real Ravagers? Oh my god! Raiden and Arata are the real Ravagers. They're telepathic and they're talking with each other. Oh my god, no! This other race of aliens is actually, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I fucking hate Raiden and Arata. Pots again? I know, right?
Professor, Vald implied that there was a chance he would break his bond with Arata. Maybe there's also a chance that Harsey will break his bond with you.
Yes, I see a way for it to happen.
You do?
That's what I wished to discuss with you. We should pursue exactly what Arata suggested. Vold should bond with Harsey, so Arata and I may be free to love each other.
I mean, sure, we could do that, but I mean, are you really gonna go to these great lengths just so you guys can fuck?
It would solve the whole situation neatly without us breaking bonds against their will.
Yeah, but or you could just not get with each other. It's cool, you know. You don't have to, you know.
And ruining my chances for future cooperation.
I guess, I mean, if you really want that erotic dick, you just have to put, like, all your fucking, the past, like, 3 months of your life and all of your experimentation and research on these aliens, you just gotta throw that all away for Arata's dick, I guess. I mean, it's fine.
I desperately need that future cooperation, Kenta. Now that the portal is closed, the incubi are my only means to great discoveries.
Getting Harsey and Vald together isn't as neat a solution as you think, Professor. Harsey was hurt badly by Vald. He hates him. Trying to push him into a relationship with Vald to serve your purposes would be cruel.
I am acutely aware of that. But you heard what Vald said. He didn't wish to hurt Harsey. He agonizes over it. He wants to make amends. Isn't there a chance Harsey would forgive him and accept his love?
He may forgive, but the leap you're describing is the sort of thing that takes years.
Normally, yes. But what about the fact that their souls are aligned? Doesn't that mean they're fated to be together?
Not exactly. For me and Devi, it seems to mean there are cosmic forces pushing us together. I clicked with him as though he were my soulmate. Even when I was first getting to know him, I had these strong feelings inside, like we had been lovers in a past life or something. When I'm with him, it feels like we're in sync, like there's harmony between us. I'm happy and gushing inside. It's hard for me to pull myself from him, like there's a physical rapport between us that I have to sever. I feel incomplete when we're apart. I yearn to get back to him.
All of this started after you bonded.
Yes, before we bonded, I was mystified by him, but it was the same with all the incubi. My soul is aligned with every one of them.
So before you bond, you're still drawn to him, but it becomes extreme after the bond happens.
Yes, before we bonded, my instincts told me I could be happy with him.
Doesn't Harsey also have this instinct for Vold?
I suppose so, but souls being in line are apparently pretty common in their world. I think Vold's aligned with Devi too. It doesn't drive his kind.
But it's still a factor. It's still some psychological manifestation that predicts compatibility.
I think it's more mystical than physiological.
Harsey and Vold would be happy together if they bonded. Thus, we should pursue a plan of getting them together without reservations.
Yeah, I think... I should say, I'm really shocked that you're saying this, right? Will that not get these two gross people together?
You were all about ethics when it came to having a relationship with your subordinate.
I know, right? Oh, yes, thank you, Kenta. Yes, thank you.
The way you're going to proceed with Harsey isn't ethical.
Unfortunately, you're showing me some bad judgment, Kenta.
Me? What?
You're forgetting that Vold and Harsey will be living together in the Institute after quarantine. It's absolutely necessary to proceed with our plan, whether or not the goal is to get them to bond. Harsey and Vold must make peace in order to coexist.
He's just trying to justify it.
Harsey getting an apology from Vold will help their situation no matter what our ulterior motive is. It's still beneficial and a worthy thing to pursue.
Oh, you're right.
Don't break so easily, Kenta.
They do have to learn to live with each other.
We need to see if Harsey is even willing to talk to Vold before doing anything. Alright, how about that?
If we can't get Vold and Harsey together, I'll pursue Plan B.
Plan B?
Harsey has a connection to Saji. They might wish to bond, and that would free me.
Oh my god, he's just going to fucking great lengths to fucking get out of this bond.
That's true.
As for Vold...
Please don't say that he could be put with Devi.
I don't wish to upset you, Kenta, but they were in love with each other.
You're gonna try to break up the love of my fucking life just so you can get nasty Arata's dick? Fuck you.
I'm trying to deal with that. Devi bonded to me. I told you how I feel about him.
Do you care enough to want what's best for him? What if you'd be happier with Vold?
Professor, that's not fair.
Yeah, I would not be happier with Vold. Fuck you. You shouldn't be okay destroying my happiness just so you can find your happiness, Arata. There should be a way for all of us to find happiness, including Devi and I. How about that? Let's try to be nice.
Yes, certainly. That's why we'll pursue putting Vold with her.
I should have been nice to you. Oh my god, you old man balls. Fucking hate you.
Perhaps you can get Devi's advice about this. After all, he knows Vold better than anyone.
What am I supposed to say to Devi? Hey, Devi, like, I want to get with Vold now. What?
Okay, Professor. I'll talk to him later. This concludes our tour. I'm sorry it's not much.
Wait, is he allowed out now?
Not much? Look at these gigantic windows. This is proof of all the beautiful stuff I saw in the videos. Thank Raiden, dear, for letting me out of my cell for me.
You'll probably get a chance to thank him yourself. He's around here somewhere. He said I can leave your door unlocked now, so you can move around the quarantine area whenever you want.
I get so happy over such silly things. A few hundred more square meters of space makes me want to cry.
It was wrong for you to be locked up.
At least I discovered those videos these last few days. I watched that one you suggested with the funny cats. I'm laughing so loud and hard, I think I'm going to break my ribs.
I guess there wasn't much laughing where you come from?
Sure, there was laughing, evil laughing, triumphant laughing, laughing at someone getting killed.
Ugh.
I want that misery to stay in my past.
It will, Devi. The portal's closed. You'll never go back.
Hard to believe something so wonderful can be true. But I know it is. Has to be. We can't go anywhere unless 2 portals are open.
Ours will stay closed for good. Devi, we need to talk about something. I care about you too much to hide things from you.
Sure, sweetheart.
I know you and Vold came here to scout our world so your empire can conquer it. I know he's a general and you're his second in command. I found out that terrible things happen to the worlds your empire conquers. We were warned about a race of people who looked like you. There was some doubt that you were from the race of Ravagers. Now we're sure.
You sure are calm for someone accusing me of war crimes. You don't sound angry, or shocked, or even disappointed. So why'd you let me out of my cage if you knew these things about me?
I asked the professor to let me free you so you'd know I wasn't attacking you. You came from a horrible place, and you were made to do horrible things. If that's the only reality you ever knew, and if you were molded to be what you are without any other option in life, how can I blame you for that? Especially when it's clear you're willing to change. You've decided not to conquer Earth, haven't you? Don't you really want to stay here?
Oh, I do. I do very much want to stay, Kenta. But there's more.
What is it, Devi?
It was our plan all along to stay.
Oh.
Vault said something like that too.
I guess I should explain from the beginning. I'll tell you everything, Kenta, and it will be the truth.
Finally, are we gonna get the truth from Debbie's mouth? This fucking liar.
I'm done deceiving people.
Yeah, I
Done
know.
with all of it.
I know you are.
See, on my world, you pop out of the gestation facility and get assigned a caste. Horns up makes you a defender. If they point down, you're an attacker. Can you imagine that? Your whole life decided by which way your head ornaments point. Defenders like me, we don't get the good genes. We don't get to be strong. We're the grunts, the homebodies. We stay on the homeworld, defending it, and making all the junk the attackers need to conquer the universe. Attackers are better than us because they bring glory to the Emperor. Defenders are nothing. Nobodies. But we all start out at the same academy. Defenders and attackers all thrown together. Of course, the attackers make sure my kind know our place. They bullied us. Mercilessly. Unlucky me got it worse than the others because I was beautiful. My genetics were from a strain only supposed to be used for consorts for the Emperor. They made me real pretty, real enticing and distracting for the attackers who are forbidden to take a bond.
Let's save. You really are beautiful, Devi. Why are attackers forbidden from taking a bond? Well, let's hear more lore instead of complimenting a bitch.
You know why. Bonding helps us learn about other races so we can conquer them easier. If you're already bonded, you're not going to break that bond to do your job later. Attackers are forbidden from bonding with anyone they love. They have to save it. Bonding with one of our own kind for love was considered a waste by our leader. I was a temptation they didn't want to put up with. A threat to their purity. So they wanted to make me ugly. A bunch of attacker creeps decided they'd take a knife to my face just as soon as they caught me alone. I don't really know why Vald stopped them. My being cute was as much a problem for him as anyone else, but he didn't want me hurt. He threatened anyone who would dare lay a hand on me. He protected me. He was nice to me. I didn't get it. What good was my beauty when we couldn't bond? It didn't matter to him. He wanted me at his side. See, Vald knew that I had more than my looks going for me. Or against me, as it were. I had a knack for strategizing, something he struggled at. He figured we could make a team. Not bonded, but partners. But of course, we loved each other the way no attacker and defender should.
Oh, forbidden love. Oh man, why did he have to go there with this story? I don't want to hear this.
When it was time for us to leave the academy, we were supposed to go our separate ways. Me to the dirty factories and foundries, him to glory. I knew it was coming. I knew I shouldn't have gotten attached to him. Of course, I was crying a river into my cot. I felt as though I were being torn into two. Vald was leaving me, going off to fight, maybe die. I'd never see him again either way. Turns out he was doing neither. He'd volunteered to be enhanced, something no one does, because everyone who did it before him died on the operating table. Somehow Vald thought he'd live, or else he was so sad over losing me he didn't care if he died. But of course he survived, the only one to ever survive. And just like that, he was on his way to become the strongest general in our history. The Emperor wanted to make sure Vald would always be loyal to him. He offered him a gift. Vald asked for me to be his second in command. I was his gift, and so happy to be it. With his power and my brains, there was no stopping us. But we'd still be put to death if we ever bonded. We made a magnificent team all the same. He had all wins, no losses. Didn't matter though, he still wouldn't earn the right to bond with me. The Emperor got angry at him for daring to ask. He started knocking Vald down, making him do tasks he didn't want to do.
Aww.
Vald and I were punished every time we touched, every time we looked into each other's eyes. There was a lot of terrible stuff in my world. Not being with who I loved, that was the worst of all. When your dimension popped on our screens, Vald and I asked for the scouting mission. We knew you'd be nice when we showed up, because spies told us how you treated the Kinders. That the Emperor gave us the mission, but told us to bond with 2 of the natives so we'd stop being stupid. We'd scout for months while pretending to be friendly, and then come back with all the intelligence we needed to conquer you. But Vald and I, we made a pact. If this world was better than ours, we'd leave our empire forever. We'd warn you of the invasion so you could close your portal. We'd start all over in this new dimension.
Okay. How are you going to warn us, Devi? How'd you plan to live in this new dimension? How about... How'd you plan?
I wasn't sure about that part. We were gonna feel things out after we arrived. That's what we've been doing. But in addition to that, we were going to bond with 2 people here, just like our Emperor commanded. Vald knew he had to give me up if we were going to flourish here. We could still be friends without the Emperor's cruelty, and we would still find love, though not with each other. The most important thing is that we would be free.
Devi, I love you.
Devi, stop talking about Vald. I know I asked you for your painful backstory, but like, stop talking about Vald. I love you, okay? Pay attention to me.
It breaks my heart to know you love Vald. I can't help feeling this way.
Oh, Kenta, my darling, you don't have to be jealous. You elevated above him in my heart when we united. That's just the way of the bond. That's why Vald and I knew we could still be happy even if we gave each other up. All we needed was to find someone with whom our souls were aligned with. I found that in you, Kenta. We're part of each other now. I know you feel it too. It's not a connection I will ever have with Vald. It's right for him and I to only be friends.
Wow, everything's gonna be A-okay.
We can still help each other and be happy for each other.
I believe you, Devi.
What I feel in my heart for you is so strong. Knowing you feel the same thing is so reassuring. I'll try not to be jealous of Vald anymore.
My heart belongs to you alone, Kenta dear. You're the one who's made me happy in this strange new world. As long as you're at my side, it will all be easy, and Vald will find someone his soul is aligned with too.
Devi, that's not what Vald found. Vald bonded with Arata.
Arata? But they aren't compatible.
And that Arata is so annoying. I mean, how could Vald bond with him? I mean, is Vald saying that Arata is just the same as me? That's offensive.
I know. Arata doesn't want the bond. He's in love with the professor.
Oh.
And the professor is bonded to Harsey.
That's no good. The professor and Harsey aren't aligned either.
Yes, I know. Do you think Vald could be happy with Harsey?
Oh yes, Vald would love being with Harsey, but I don't know if Harsey would want to be with him. Harsey hates Vald and doesn't think much of me either.
The professor and Arata want to be free to love each other, but don't want to ruin our relationship with your kind. They want a way out of the bonds that Harsey and Vald will agree to. Like, if Vald and Harsey wanted to bond with each other instead.
Maybe, if Harsey forgave him. Vald is pretty strict about bonds, but he won't stay in a bad relationship. If things can't work with him and Arata, he'll perform the ritual to release him from their bond.
And Harsey?
Harsey thinks honor is for idiots. He'd drop a bond the second it didn't suit him.
Should we have any hope that Vald will bond with Harsey?
First, Vald has to think that breaking his bond with Arata is more honorable than forcing Arata to be with him. Then if Vald's meant to be with Harsey, he'll make it happen.
How will Vald make it happen?
By seducing Harsey. Harsey might surrender to their passion, and then benefit from the energies of the bond when they're done. Vald would never force himself on Harsey, but if Harsey indicated he was open to surrendering, he'd gently urge him into bed. It would be so good for them to come together.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking about them coming together right now. It's pretty hot.
They're both incredible warriors. Harsey's fine with surrendering to someone stronger than him. Vald's warrior status makes him worthy to have Harsey as his mate. Kenta, If Vald wants Harsey, he will fight for him. Just give him the opportunity.
How?
Get them talking. Have Vald's mate present. He'll be needed for the ritual if they decide to break their bonds. Hopefully Vald won't decide to do the ceremonial ritual.
Okay, I'll talk to them about it tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow. Tonight, you're all mine.
Oh god.
Let's go to my room this time.
Oh god, no.
Lead the way, lover.
Good morning, Harsey. I'm here to pick up your tray from breakfast.
Wait, what the fuck happened? I thought we were gonna have special time with Devi. What? Damn. Damn, guys. I don't know. I think there was a time skip and we did have it, but damn. Damn. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end this episode here for today. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Bye. Hi, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know about my Discord I have. I'm chatting in there. A lot of other subscribers are chatting in there, and it's a lot of fun. And I really recommend pasting the Discord link in here instead of just clicking on it in my YouTube comments. Sometimes Discord can be a little bit weird when you click on the link, so I recommend just copy and pasting it in here. And you have to be over 18 to be in this Discord though, guys, so please do be aware of that. If I find out you're under 18, I will ban you, I will kick you. And all you have to do when you get to this page is type -agree. After you read the rules and agree to the rules, just type a -agree. That's really important. It's a dash and then an agree. No spaces. If you just type that, you'll get full access to the Discord. And there are 58 people who can't figure out how to type -agree. So don't be like them. All right, guys, I hope to see you in the Discord. Bye.